and John Rawling to talk us through it.
Well, Michael certainly looked very relaxed and happy when he made his way onto the stage. They actually played last year in the quarter-finals, Michael Smith winning on that occasion with an 88 average, it might be said. Adrian Lewis is a former winner of this, former finalist in this final, in this tournament. Let me get my words right, against one Phil Taylor back in 2013. It was 10-1 on that occasion. Remember it well, Chris. Phil averaged something just unbelievable. I think it was 108 or thereabouts, and I think that Adi had an average of around about 100, didn't he, and still wound up getting hammered.
Yeah, that's it was 10-1, wasn't it? Yeah, that was. I think that was that incredible tournament where Phil had a tournament average of around 108.
He was astonishing that year, Phil Taylor, I do remember.
First leg, it's Adrian to throw first. Game on.
Michael Smith, the favourite to win this one.
A few upsets already, haven't we, this evening? I thought that was an incredible performance from Dobey.
41.
Merv King's great form continues, and the draw's beginning to take shape nicely. Winner of this one,
100.
faces Gary Anderson. Oh goodness. Merv King will be up against Rob Cross.
That's a good match.
140.
Aspinall against Sulovic, Dobey against Wade, Whitlock against Wright, the defending champion, of course.
100.
This is a fascinating match. I had a brief conversation,
97.
a COVID-safe one, I may add, with Adrian Lewis, and
What, yawping through a curtain or something?
Yeah. And he's just made a bit of an adjustment to his equipment and his tempo of throw. He shortened the stem slightly so he can
121.
get more of a elongated backswing. Ball. Oof.
96.
89, might see another bull attempt here, John.
Looking for the bullseye now.
50.
Weight of dart was okay. Lost the line. Yeah, he's just shortened the stem, Lewis, and he said he's just trying to go back to basics.
15.
He's been tinkering around, hasn't he, trying to find the form of years gone by. Twice a world champion, of course.
Yeah, it's on the first
and
leg.
he's got the opening leg, settling down into the match. Michael Smith's the favourite to win this one, quoted around about 9-4 on the world number 9. But yeah, Adi's sort of been on a quest seemingly for years now, just to find that brilliant form that carried him all the way to the top.
Yeah, well, he went through a stage of slowing down a bit to just try and place the dart into the target. You can often get a slow player quicken up, but rarely will you get a real quick rhythmic player to slow down successfully.
I've had the usual messages, you know, from one or two people saying, oh, I'm on Adi Lewis, I fancy him to go deep in this one and all that. You know, I mean, there is a genuine wish I sense among a lot of darts fans out there, and that is with no disrespect whatsoever to Michael Smith, because I know that he is more, if you like, a man of the moment, but there is a great feeling of almost nostalgia, I think, in darts fans to see Adi Lewis find that glorious form of years gone by.
Well, when he is on full chat, I mean, he's just glorious to watch, like all the quicker throwers. Bullseye for 170.
That is glorious, absolutely imperious, and Smith back on level terms. This game is bubbling along rather nicely.
Well, the pace suiting both at the moment.
140.
12-7 in career meetings in Michael Smith's favour over the years. 3-3
137
in TV events. That quarter-final last year was the only time they met in 2020.
140.
Down to 44 after just 9 darts possible. 11 darter. We've had a 12. On the back of that 170.
Adrian Uruguay 44.
Pair of them throwing magnificently at the moment. Double 16.
Yeah,
How about that for an 11 darter?
Although it's Michael to throw first. Game.
A little bit less of A.D. Lewis than there was a year or two ago as well, which I think will do him no harm at all. He's obviously made an effort to lose some of the timber.
47.
Yeah, he was very confident. He said he's just going to get up there and just let him go and see what happens.
58.
Ironically, he said to me, "Oh, I could go up there, play brilliant, and walk into a 110 average." And just prior to that visit from Smith, he was averaging close to 110 after the opening 3 legs.
There's always a possibility of that with Michael Smith. You talk about the great natural talent of A.D. Lewis. Smith, of course, is another who has that in absolute sackfuls.
Well, both of them rely on an effortless approach. About trying to switch the mind off.
90.
You see the averages at a relatively early stage in the match. Merv King's had the highest average, hasn't he, of the evening so far, 102. And there for A.D. Lewis, his second maximum.
The third of the contest.
134.
Break of throw opportunity.
Adrian Uruguay 82.
17.
Yeah.
Tops it is.
42. Michael Uruguay 66.
Big moment in the match already, this one. All 3 legs have been holds a throw so far.
46.
Dragged that one low, didn't he?
Yep.
Now then, great opportunity for break of throw. Double 10. Yes, indeed. How significant might that be? Not to ride it out towards the line, but early break, early advantage then for A.D. Lewis.
And if he can get into this first mini break, or the only mini break of these short matches, 4-1 up, he will have a lot to feel good about.
135.
One double on that 1 out of 5, which Michael Smith has.
It's the smallest one on the board.
Been very easy on the eye indeed so far this match.
It's been played at such a nice pace and at high quality.
Big leg this for Smith now. He's got the advantage against the throw. Still has, despite that. Needs to convert this to get the break back before the interval.
100.
Only a ton. So if AD can find, well, a 140 would be ideal.
140.
Well, this is
fourth 140 of the match.
He'd like to have a dart at this, wouldn't he?
107 left. Trouble 19. Leaves the ball. He loves the ball.
What a beautiful check out. And A.D. Lewis says, well played. And there's the little touch of fists. And the pair of them know that they're both throwing really good darts. Smith leads Smith trails rather 3-2 at the interval. It's 132 required. Oh, a mere bagatelle. Michael Smith, superb. He's averaging nearly 104, and that was the break back. A.D. Lewis still leading 3-2, but it is very much game on, and those 5 legs there combined took 7 minutes 40 seconds. That is very, very special, ladies and gentlemen. The standard just wonderful, and that is about as an appealing 5 legs to watch as you'll ever come across, Chris.
It's Michael to throw first.
Well, it felt quick, didn't it? It sort of sat down and off we'll go into a commercial break. But it is just so easy on the eye. It's wonderful to watch. Had some great moments in there. Smith's doubling 2 from 6. One on the back of a 170 on the ball, obviously.
96.
And the other one, a ball finish off the 1-3-2 to break throw just before the break and, well, keep himself involved in this match. You feared for him at full 1. 3-2. It's most definitely game on right now.
Well, they call him the bully boy, don't they? It's not for that reason, but he certainly showed an affinity for those bullseye finishes there.
100.
Well, the 1-3-2 was lovely because the 25 that left 107, it sat perfect. It was a great guide.
57.
Lewis putting a little bit of pressure on the Smith throw. That leaves 170 again.
Now, Lewis would love to find a 140 here. Could do with another. Yes, beautiful.
Rugby require
140, number 5 for Adrian Lewis. Smith 3 in that column. Oh, there's one. There's another.
Not again, surely.
Game shot the signal. Michael Smith.
How good was that?
Adrian to throw first. Game.
2 170 checkouts
And this is
in
why
one
we
short match.
wax lyrical about the talent of this man.
60.
And why we expect him to eventually win a big one. You have that ability in the match. The 3 legs he's won, 2 170 finishes and a 1-3-2 on the ball.
100.
Eddie Lewis's best check out, as you saw there briefly, 44 by way of comparison.
That was on the back of an 11 darter.
Indeed. Oh, he's really hitting top form right at this moment. He's one of those players, in fact they both are, who go in real purple patches, and when they're flowing together it's wonderful to see.
Well, they have streaks of brilliance.
55.
I must confess that when I saw that we were doing this match, Chris, I thought, yeah, that'll do, I'll have that one.
Well, especially when you've got this version of Adrian Lewis
Third
on that
maximum.
stage.
His third. But needs to convert it, still with the advantage of having won the bull up in the practice room. 61 needed.
Too good.
Double 4.
53.
Well, he's keeping his fingers crossed.
150.
He returns. I mean, he could go 3 balls. He's been so good on it.
He's going high.
86. Adrian require 8.
Double 4 for 4-3. Oh yeah, that was a bit of a pressure dart.
Yeah, held himself together well there to take a full 3 lead and go within 2 of round
135.
2.
I wonder if Gary Anderson's casting a little eye across this one.
For sure.
123.
He's the man who the winner meets tomorrow evening.
58.
He'd be tucked up in bed watching this. A cup of cocoa.
43.
Snapshot of the life of Gary Anderson.
Probably reading a magazine on fishing or something like that, maybe.
58.
Getting round to pressure time now, and Lewis can pile it on.
Needs another treble, really.
There
Finds
it
one.
is.
140.
140-11 of this match. 6-5 in favour of Lewis in that column.
100.
Left 150 again. Oh, that was a forced one.
He'd like to make that 150 a must-get, and he's not been able to do it.
45.
Oh dear.
Mighty require 150.
He's getting these big
Yeah,
checkouts as though he's going for double 60. He's had a 170, a 170, a 132, and there again another huge checkout.
100.
He is absolutely flowing.
And his lowest finish, the 132.
There was a certainty about that, wasn't
Yeah.
there? You just
Well,
knew he was
We've
going to get
discussed
it.
it before, and you know, missing doubles can be as infectious as hitting them.
123.
And he's just having that streak of he just fancies hitting everything.
But it was only a hold of throw, so it's still advantage 80, just
Yeah,
about.
57.
Yeah, 2 holds to throw away from that match. That'd be a blast from the past. Met in the World Final, of course,
45.
didn't they?
They did.
2
There's
years ago on the back of Gary's double.
just a little bit of pressure in that last
57.
Lewis visit, and maybe contagious, maybe the same with Smith there.
140.
More like it. Hold of throw required to put him within one now. 93.
93.
19 for double 18.
Perfect.
On the night leg, Adrian Lewis.
I can see
Finishing in this match has been outstanding.
I can see as I look to my right through the little pane of glass which separates us in this commentary box that my
140.
co-commentator is almost purring at that check out there.
Well, it was just a beautiful conversion, and just
58.
no drama, and that's what you want in a situation he finds himself in.
But it's a match which almost deserves, doesn't it, to go to a deciding leg. It's been
Absolutely.
so good. And Michael Smith is moving on well now towards precisely that.
Yeah, back-to-back 140s. They're the kind of visits he will hope in the deciding leg of this match, which is looking likely right now. 2-2-1 for Smith. What?
57.
If AD goes down 19s, which he could, 7 19s leaves 170. Oh dear, I say, wouldn't it be a little bit ironic if he won it with a 170?
83. Michael Uruguay, 164.
164.
Well, he might as well.
He's been getting everything else. Oh, just the wrong side of the
132.
wire is about as close as you can get.
180 leaves tops.
140.
Still good pressure. Smith knows this has to go.
Double 16 to set up the deciding leg. Got to get it. And does.
Michael Smith.
And so we have 5-all. A terrific tussle between these two. It goes to the decider.
1 break of throw apiece in the match.
96.
And 8 holds of throw.
It's been high-speed brilliance, at times quite outstanding.
57.
Those massive checkouts that Michael Smith's had, Adrian Lewis finding semblances of the genius that he was a few
137.
years ago.
Yeah, this is right there as well as I've seen him play for quite some time, and consistently. He's averaging just shy of
57.
the 100, and he's got himself a little bit of a cushion.
In a good place now. Is the nerve going to hold, though?
58.
In recent times, Michael Smith has been a more dominant player. He was the big favourite to win this one.
96.
Needed that
Eventually,
treble.
Yeah, finds one eventually. Still 81 behind, plus these. That's found the treble. Oh dear,
85.
loose last one.
Big deflection.
He's making it difficult. No, he needed a max, really. Can't leave a finish now. 6
93.
starts for Adrian Lewis to win this one 6-5.
Well, he'll have nightmares if he doesn't win from here. Treble 17, yeah.
Leaves 2-12, 17, 18 for tops.
And that's what he's got. Smith
Well,
can do no more than
in
pile
his
it
own
on.
hands now, isn't it? 3 darts at tops when he comes back.
Well, on the practice
58.
board, he'd get this every time.
40.
But we ain't on the practice board. Double 10.
Game shot.
Yes, he
Man of
gets
the
it.
match,
And A.D. Lewis gets what for him will be a big win. And look at that, lovely sportsmanship between the two of them. The pair of them loved that game. A great rivalry between the two of them. And A.D. Lewis, I'm sure, is just telling him, look, you played beautifully as well. It takes two to tango. A.D. Lewis winning a really good game of darts. 6-5 through to the next round, where he will play Gary Anderson.